Hey everybody, welcome back to another adventure by Kevin D. And we're back out here Land Between the Lakes once again, enjoying this Friday evening. I think it is now July 30th. Yes, July 30th. We're out here at Land Between the Lakes, Will and I. Will brought his kayak this time. If I can turn you guys around, let you see it. Will brought his kayak. He's got a pretty nice kayak set up here. He doesn't use the rear rudder right here. He hasn't used that. Just personal preference. He'd rather steer with the oars and everything. But he's got a pretty nice rig. It's a Vibe. Never heard of that before, but the seat is what I'm jealous of. I bought my kayak roughly 5 to 7 years ago now, and it was when kayaks were first becoming popular. And mine's nothing like this, but he's got a little, I wouldn't call it a live well, but you can, a dry well maybe. You can put dry stuff in there. A couple cup holders, his life vest. But yeah, it's a pretty nice setup he's got there. It can hold 2 poles. My problem is the older I get, when I'm sitting in the seat here and I'm trying to get back to the poles that are back there, it's kind of difficult. I don't know. Maybe if they put them up here, then the oar would get in the way. But I don't know. It's a personal preference, I guess, just for me. But yeah, if you like his canoe, you know, I mean, I like it. I have not used it yet. It looks pretty. Will uses it a lot. He was over on Turkey Bay side yesterday, but you can't see it from here. You might be able to make out some vehicles in the distance. And he stumbled across this camping spot on Land Between the Lakes. So Turkey Bay at Land Between the Lakes is where a lot of UTVs and ATVs go at, with big campers, obviously. And they set up over there. You can hear the music from here. It's pretty nice out. Glad people are getting out and enjoying nature. So yeah, out here at Turkey Bay, once again, Land Between the Lakes. And the tree right there, Will went out and scalped a lot of it off. Our goal is to fish off of it in the morning. Hopefully some nice bass are out there or something hiding around that tree. We'll have to wait and see how it works out for us. But I will plan on throwing some lines out here tonight. This little concrete, I don't know what this is. Maybe you guys can make it out. It's some concrete area right here, like an old concrete pier or something. And up the hill there's some anchors. It looks like some big 8-inch anchors. You know, the round points, they have one round kind of like a Q-tip, and the other point goes right into some more concrete. It looks like it's about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches in circumference. But I'm gonna put some poles out here tonight because we waited out here, and you get out about 10 feet and it just drops. As you're walking out, I'm 5'10". I walk out about 10 feet and it's up to my shoulders. Will is 6'8", so he walks out there and it gets a little bit deeper, but he takes about another 3 steps past where I can't touch at, and then he can't touch. So I'm hoping some big channel cat or something comes up here tonight, and we can have a good time catching some fish. It's nice and rocky right here, so it's not bad. Just another location at Land Between the Lakes to come check out if you're in the area, or even if you're not in the area. You know, I do see some trash here. We'll pick all that up, even though it's from other people, but it could have been washed up from the water too. I don't know. But it's not too washed out here. It's easier setup. Will and I have our camping gear set up right here, facing the water. There's Will once again. He's got his old army boonie cap on. And here's our fire pit for tonight. I'm going to experiment with a Swedish torch. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers use it, and I know the design. So when I was home before I come out here, I took my chainsaw, I made the X. I've seen people make another X going across here, but I've only put the 2 X's in there. Maybe I should have put a third, I don't know. But I do know you got to get the fire started, get it down inside there, and it burns for a long time. And you can boil water and stuff like that on there from what I've seen from other YouTube channels. So my goal is to get this started here in a little bit. I will video it as I do it, but before I get to all that, oh, I do have my nice Benchmade knife. It's a little expensive. I love this knife right here. I love it. I bent the clip the other day and I had to take it off and re-bend it, put it back on place. And I know Benchmade guarantees their knives for life. So as long as I own this thing, I can send it into Benchmade and they'll sharpen it and do everything else. But here's my old kayak. I think it's maybe 7 to 8 feet in length. I can't remember. Here's my tent cot from you guys remembering the last video. I don't have the seat on it. I took the seat off to clean it because it was nasty. I had a measuring tape on here to measure the big fish I never caught. But yeah, so right in the center here was where you can hold a fishing pole, a drink holder, of course, and a dry well there and a dry well there. I don't think I'm going to use my kayak this time because I forgot my oar at home, even though I could use Will's. I might in the morning get froggy and, you know, put the seat on it and go test it out with the new seat on there. But yeah, I wish I would have waited a few years to buy a kayak, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. We can always look back on something and say, I wish I had this or wish I had that. But, you know, you got to take what you have and make it work for you. So my goal is to put my seat on there in the morning, borrow Will's oar, paddle, whatever you want to call it, and test it out. This thing hasn't seen water this year, so it definitely needs to be in the water. But here's the campsite. There's my truck, there's my bedding. Here's the 5-gallon can that everybody probably seen from the last video. It's just a washing station. Well, you can drink this water too, but it does get kind of hot in there. Oh, and I purchased a new hat this week, a Tennessee hat. It's filthy. I have some videos coming soon about what I've been doing as I transition to military and prepare for retirement and getting ready for all that. But here we have 2 hammocks set up. This hammock right here I got off Amazon not too long ago. Probably late last year, maybe early this year. The wind's blowing it around right now, but this is how it sets up. It's a little high right now, but when I get in it, it's nice and comfortable. Will's going to use this one over here. It's an older one that I have. I've used it a few times. I slept great in it, no problems. It looks a little bit more unorthodox because, you know, you get the cord holding up the fly net or the mosquito net, whatever you want to call it, and you climb inside it. For Will, it's hard to find him a good hammock at 6'8". So if you guys know of a good hammock out there for a real tall guy, yeah, Will's probably about 250 pounds, 6'8". If anybody knows of a good hammock out there, let us know. That's been tried and true, put it that way. I don't want someone saying, hey, look at Amazon in the comments, it says this. I'd like to see somebody that actually used it, that's 6'8", 250 plus pounds, and actually using it and see how they like it and how well it performs. But I just want to give you a quick tour of the campsite. Hope everybody's doing well, and I will bring you back. Oh, before I leave, so here is where I've seen the anchor points. So I don't know if this was a cable at one time to come out of here. So I was completely messed up. So there's like a round ring here and some pipes going through it. So I don't know where Will's seen the other anchor point at. He said it was up the hill a little bit. But I'm guessing this is an ATV trail someone uses. I'm not for sure. But it's nice. But you can only get 2 vehicles back here. You could probably camp up there on the flat, but if you see how it's cut out, it's like stepping stones. I don't know what they used to do here back in the day, maybe in the mid 1900s. I don't know, maybe this could have been for logging, it could have been, I don't know, but you see it's a tier here, so this is the first tier that I'm standing on. The second tier, the third tier, and it just keeps tiering up the mountain, well, the hill here, until it gets higher. Maybe it could have been somebody's farm, and I know in Italy that's how they do it on the big hills. They make tiers like that so they can get some flatter ground to farm on. But I'm not for sure. If anybody knows, please leave in the comments. But yeah, this is our camping spot for the night. We'll stay here all night, and I'll keep bringing you updates as we go along for the evening. Until later.